welcome you back into the Pioneer postgame, where the Pioneers have knocked off the Mars Hill Lions by a final score of 78-75. A little history here in this game. It was the 92nd meeting, and the first game happened to be 92 years ago to the day.
Wow.
And the Pioneers get that victory, the 59th win, I believe, in the series for the Pioneers against the Mars Hill Lions. Joined by Pioneer coach JT Burton, who's gone 4-1 against Mars Hill. And it's just, last year was a one-point game up there. And this year, it's coming down to the wire. 15 of the last 23 have been decided by 10 or less. So, they're always competitive. They're always physical. And talking with Justin Chartran before the contest, he had some concerns with Javante Cook just because of the athleticism that he presents and how fast they want to go. And he had a real concern with Reggie Wright. Felt like he did a good job against Reggie Wright tonight.
Yeah, we did. We did a pretty good job. But Javante Cook was, especially the first half, he was really driving it. And I think we got in his legs. Late. He did it when they was making a run, and Javante went and got that over-the-head hook shot. But we did a really good job on both of them, especially coming in the second half, late in the second half.
That first half, Austin Gilliard wasn't much, but in the second half, it's like he couldn't miss. And literally, when he threw up the last shot of the game, I thought, well, we're going OT.
Unfortunately, we got a Nadi Legis, a freshman that switched on him. He's got a high basketball IQ.
Yeah.
Because any other freshman would have taken because he'd been shot faking. Nadi stayed on his feet, contested the shot. He missed it. He tried to kick his leg out, and they didn't call it. So we was fortunate enough to miss it. He missed the shot.
Yeah, just an old-fashioned South Atlantic Conference grind of a game here in this one. But you shot well, and over the last few games you have it, and I think a big reason for that is a guy that you've really, really missed on the basketball floor.
Yes, James West. He brings in a well of experience. He's a Division I transfer, and he shoots the ball. The guy's playing through a lot of pain, and he set it to the side. He said, "Coach, I think I can do it." And when he's making shots, when he's on the court, we become a different team. We shot last game. I think we was 2 for 22. I think against Anderson, and now we go 11 for 22. We shoot 50% from the three-point line, and then he's different. He's a huge difference for us.
He just opens up a lot of other people, and I think what turned heads right away is that he's hurt, and he goes down the lane for a tomahawk slam. They didn't get. But it was quite impressive. It opened up, I think, a lot of people's eyes.
Well, I've been stressing getting to the lane, getting the paint. And the other day in practice, he dunked on, I'm not going to say the kid's name, but he dunked on somebody doing that same thing. And it's kind of, sneaky. Him and Justin Mitchell, then it kind of got us going. Even though we missed it, we got the offensive rebound. Then the next 2 plays down, Justin comes on a fast break and gets a dunk. So it kind of changes the game. And then it's good to have a decent crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
Having them, having those students down the end, I think it was the football players, and having just a little bit of atmosphere, it changes things. We was very fortunate to win this game.
You can do all the indicators of the three that was made, or and it means something because there's actually somebody here to actually do that for in the basketball game. But Trent Gibson closing in on his second career triple-double as he finishes with 10 rebounds, 7 assists tonight. Had a little trouble with the turnover bug that we don't normally see from him, but kid's a winner.
He's a winner. That kid has worked his tail off since the first day he stepped on campus. And, he's a freshman year. Last year, as a sophomore, he kind of had a little setback, but he still scored 13 points a game. But this year, he's really picked it up. And I got to give a little credit to a former player, Don Donaldson.
Yeah.
Helped that kid out this summer, kind of helped him, worked him out. And Don's overseas playing right now, and Trent has taken it to the court.
And he's done well with it. There's no question about it. It is a game in which, we haven't seen a lot of the zone here of late. Now, coaches are creatures of habit, so they've kind of tweaked it and figured it out. You've tried to tweak it. You've tried to figure it out. They kind of got on a run there against their dribble drive, our dribble drive. I think that's the only thing holding us back right now. Teams that can do that, they seem to be having some success. And if I can read your body language in any way, it's the one frustrating part of the game that you don't like to see from your team.
Yeah, the one thing, that zone is very complicated, and we hadn't had with no excuses, but with the pandemic, we weren't able to put it in and work on it like we normally do. So with that being said, we had to play a lot of man-to-man. And it's been a little tough, because they, it's simple, but I have to do a better job of getting those guys prepared as far as with the scouting report, reading the personnel. And I thought we did that late coming down the stretch. Yeah. But after a couple of times when they made their run, they just dribble drive. But having Brandon back there, even though Brandon's not having a success, some of the years he's had before, like last year as far as blocking shots, I still trust him back there, even with a Nadi. But they did get downhill a couple of times. We did a good job adjusting though.
I like your lineup there at the end. Those two guys out there, the rim protectors, they really made life difficult in the way Nadi did contest that three. All right, so here we are in COVID, and I was was concerned about this at the beginning of the year when we were trying to move games around and get backlogged, and I've wondered what's going to happen in February. Well, it's happening to this team, and it's frustrating because you're playing last Wednesday. Now you're playing this Wednesday. You're not going to play again until next Wednesday. We're going to see the exact same team. How frustrating is that as a coaching staff?
Well, I mean, it's not really frustrating, Brian. It's just it's the mental aspect of it with the kids. And I think it's so funny that you brought it up because we've been talking to the staff. The one thing I've struggled with, and I think, I try to be cognizant of, is our kids' mental health. Because, we want, with everything that's going on, we want those kids to come in and compete, be able to adjust, be able to do their homework, be able to win, and it's kind of tough. And so one thing we've been doing, we've been having a lot of fun. Like we did something before the game today, like, the NBA taking the pictures when it was coming in. So that's why you see them dressing, because I never let them wear hats and stuff. I try to switch it up, just try to have a little fun. So with that being said, man, this has been, yes, it is. It's mentally grinding, but that's what we're here for. That's what these guys, they love to play, and I hope we can just keep winning.
Congratulations. Good win.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Win's a win. It's Pioneer coach JT Burton. The Pioneers victorious tonight against the Mars Hill Lions. Final thoughts when we return after this. Your final, Tusculum 78, Mars Hill 75 here on the Pioneer Sports Network.